Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hi. So happy to see you this morning. Good morning. I am Therese with Inspired to Sew in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I'm thrilled to have you joining us again this morning for another edition of our live at Inspired to Sew. Remember, we're coming at you every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central, but you can always watch the recorded version on Facebook. We're uploading all of those so that they're on there, and we're also adding them to our YouTube channel. So if you have somebody that isn't on Facebook, you can join us there as well. So we're always trying to show you some new and exciting things, because we still have new and fun and exciting things happening at Inspired to Sew. And we've got lots of great support from some of our local designers and our friends and our team here at Inspired to Sew. So you're going to get to see some of our friends this morning. They have some fun things that they want to show you as well. So I want to start by showing you this beautiful quilt that's behind me today. This is another of Vanessa Christensen's patterns from V&Co. And Vanessa is a local designer in our area, and she designs both the fabric for Moda and the patterns that you're seeing. So this one is called Ombre Lattice, and this is one of her most popular patterns. And this is just a really lovely quilt. This features the ombre confetti fabrics and then the black and white. And that's just solid black and solid white. If you saw us last week, some of our friends were talking about the new black fabric that we have that's a really rich, almost overly saturated kind of a black fabric that's just a nice fabric. And so we have that available by the yard. You can purchase that. Just look for solid black on our website. I do have a link on this Facebook Live post so that you can see all of the featured products that we're showing today. And then the white we have in several different options right now. We have this available as a 60-inch solid white, and we also have the 45-inch solid white available right now. And so when Moda does their jelly rolls for this particular fabric, they cut them and then they're done with them. So they don't continually recut jelly rolls. A lot of the companies don't do that. They'll cut it once when the goods come in, and then that's it. So the ombre confetti, the large jelly roll that you need to make this pattern is sold out and not and it's discontinued. But we do have the junior jelly roll. So the junior jelly roll has 20 strips that are the 2.5-inch strips in there, and so it's got all of the fabrics in that collection in the confetti. And so again, the confetti has that metallic kind of a quality to it, so you can see that it is a metallic printing. The metallic is totally machine washable and machine dryable as well. So this quilt behind me, the pattern says that you need 1 jelly roll. So we have, instead of 1 jelly roll, you would do 2 of the junior jelly rolls. So if you had 2 of the junior jelly rolls and the yardage that you need, the black and the white, that is enough to make this quilt. So you can see this is some of the new colors of the ombre metallic. I want to give you a full span of this quilt too because it's really pretty. So to do the Ombre Lattice quilt, you need the pattern, 2 of the junior jelly rolls, and the black and the white yardage. I'm going to step out of the way because you don't need to see a full pan of me this morning. So you can see this quilt. You can also do this one from yardage. So if you wanted to get 1/6 yard cuts of each of the fabrics in the confetti collection, you could do that as well. So this is just a really fun quilt. All of the white space back here, this is the solid white. There's solid white here in the inside of this square, and then this is the solid black. The rest of this is done with the ombre. You could also replace this with the ombre bloom fabric if you wanted to. So we have the ombre bloom available in the full-size jelly rolls, and then we also have the solid ombre, so the one without any print on it. We have that available as the junior jelly rolls too. But we can also do yardage. So if you wanted to purchase any yardage on our website, you can purchase fractional quantities by putting in the decimal fraction of that. So like a 1/4 yard would be 0.25, a yard and a half would be 1.5, etc. And so you can actually purchase fractional quantities on our website, and we're happy to cut those for you. And we also have an opportunity that if you are a gold member, so if you've purchased a sewing machine from us ever, you are a member of our gold club. And so with that gold club, you get 20% off of all fabrics and kits. We have sent you an email a couple weeks ago with the coupon code that you want to use online to get those discounts. So go through your email or search for an email from us that is talking exclusively to our gold members about that. And because we do have a coupon code, so you can participate with your discounts online with us during this time. I want to have Paula come in, and I'm going to have her show you a couple of things, and then I'll be back a little bit later to show you a couple more things. But Paula has some really fun things she's been exploring with Kimberbell, and also some fun things to use or to do to keep you occupied during this time. So good morning, Paula. There
Good
she
morning.
is.
Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to show you guys some of the fun things that I love to do when I'm at home. So, we've all had a little bit of extra time around the house. So, one of my favorite things to do when I want to just lay down, relax, or while I'm watching a movie, I have this Tula Pink coloring book at home. So if you love Tula Pink as much as I do, this is a great just kind of collector's item, but it's also a great way to relax, kind of have fun, and it's all, all sorts of different, there's some, you can't see that very well, but there's just some plain fun ones, but then there's some really cool, you probably recognize this from one of her fabric collections, so it's a great way to just kind of unwind, relax, and have some fun coloring with Tula. And then I like to play cards a lot, and look at how cute these little guys are. So I have a set of these at home, and whether you're playing by yourself, there's a couple of card games you can play by yourself. Otherwise, or if you're playing with your family members, this is a fun thing to do. I have this, and I like to, when it's my turn to choose what game we're playing, I like to pull out my cards and say, we're playing the game I choose with my favorite set of cards. So that's a fun one to do. So those are two other ways that I like to unwind. So if you want to purchase those are good fun times to have. But the other thing that I love to do is embroidery. So one of the things that that I've been kind of playing with is we've had these are some of the newer Kimberbell collections. So this guy here, you can make little clasps. I think a couple people have made them and shared them in our Friends of Inspired to Sew group. But if you've not seen them before, they're really cute. They're in the hoop, so you can see there's a couple different shapes and sizes there. And then we do carry the little clasps to go with those. So really easy to make. They're fun, and the instructions, if you've not ever made a Kimberbell project, they do have really good like step-by-step instructions. So that's a fun thing to do. I love embroidery because there's a lot of things that you can get done in a day. So very cool that way. So that's one of them. That's the clasp. Here's another example of things you can do in the hoop. So on the back you'll see a couple of the other, this one has zippers, and a couple, like this little guy here is kind of like a little dish of a sort, like a little basket is what they call it. It's the Easy Peasy and Lemon Drop basket, so that's fun. But there's a couple fun things like this guy. You may not be able to tell, but you use some vinyl, and the zipper. Now the zipper can be a little intimidating at first when you're thinking about it, putting it in the embroidery hoop, but that's the really cool thing about your embroidery machine is the instructions are going to be in here, so you just have to follow along, take breaths as you go, so don't forget to breathe, and then this is a really fun technique to do. So these make really great gifts, so if you're looking to cheer someone up, and they're small enough, they won't cost much to send in the mail. So these are fun. They're great. A lot of people are using them like for headphones, or just fun, cool things like that. So with this guy, of course, we have the vinyl, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of, these are some of the Kimberbell zippers that they have. So this one's really pretty, kind of lacy, decorative. So if you wanted to feature a little zipper, that's fun. Here's a yellow one. And then this one is called Buttermilk. How fun is that? So these are, and they kind of have, this is cool because if you look at the little, it's kind of like a almost vintage looking piece there. So that's fun. Okay. So the other Kimberbell products that are kind of popular, if you've ever seen some of our friends on the Inspired to Sew page have shared a couple of these that they've made. So this is the vintage boardwalk. If you've not ever made one of these, this is kind of fun because if you I don't know if you can see all of the different things, but this is meant so that you can make like one big quilt, but you can actually take, and if you look at the back of this guy, so here they've used the like part of the pieces to make a little bag for like the beach. This one has a little camper on a bag. This little piece is just a little wall hanging. So although you know the front is all one quilt and it's really fun to make, you can take several parts of it and just make different pieces. So there's the wall hanging, there's things, and the cool thing is this guy is the printed instructions in color as a book. So it'll take you, step by step, and then you have the CD that comes with the directions and the design files, and it's multi-formatted, so it'll work on just about basically every embroidery machine out there. So this is a fun one that I've made some of these blocks in the past. And it's fun, especially right now. I mean, look at how cute that is. It's going to be perfect to cheer you up for summer and get ready for that fun, warm weather. So there's that. And the cool thing, if you see this guy, is this is a piece that it's called the embellishing kit. So it's got, so you can see on the quilt that there's some applique pieces, there's also some decorative pieces that you make, some little buttons that you add. So the cool thing about this guy is this is basically everything like that you would need to embellish the quilt with. So it's got ribbon, it's got some little fabric. This in here, that's like the little embroidery leather. So I think what you make out of it is that little crab. Isn't that so cute? So that's fun. So this is the embellishing kit for the vintage boardwalk. So you can buy them together, and then you just need to add thread, needles, and fabric, and you're good to go. So that's another thing that I've done. And then The last thing I want to show you is these are a couple of the collections that Kimberbell has put out. So the reason I brought these guys out is because these are kind of fun. This one is the spring collection, which we are in. So again, embroidery is something that you can kind of do, and a lot of these projects you can finish in one day. So look at that's a cute little egg. And then there's also, I don't know how to work with the camera. Look at this little flower. So these guys are made as like a paper piecing in the hoop, or they call it embroider by number. So the cool thing is this is a way to, you know, the little paper piecing, if you have little pieces like this, it's a good way to do it in the hoop because then your machine does it. And the cool thing about Kimberbell is they already have your 1/4 inch seam allowance in there for you, so you don't have to kind of guess where that is. It stitches a line for you to line it up with. So this is a fun way to do it, to do paper piecing in the hoop. So on the back there's also a little kite and a couple other pieces there. So there's that. And then, so this is the spring collection there. And this one is the summer collection. So who doesn't love ice cream? Because I love ice cream, so that's fun. That is one of the cool ones to do. And then there's also a little sailboat. So see how the other cool thing is, you see how there's different sizes there? So this little itty bitty guy, I'm not gonna paper piece that on my machine. So this is a really fun way to get some of those little bitty pieces. And I like to keep some of my scraps. Great way to use up some of those small pieces if you have a fabric that you really like. And then this bigger one is more of a little bit of like a hanging piece there. So you can see kind of the how small it is. You could use this one as a pincushion, and then this one is like a little mini quilt. So and then also you can see this guy, great for like 4th of July. You can actually use these as little mug rugs as well. So lots of fun kind of versatility there. So this one has 5 designs, and again they come in different sizes. So this is a fun thing to do, but that's kind of what I've been working on. If you have, you can join me and work on some of those guys, but I think that's all I have to show you.
Okay.
Hey, Kaylee.
Hello. Oh boy. Hi everybody. I'm going to show you today about what I did with my serger. I made this little tablecloth. You can kind of see it here. And this is actually a quilt top pattern. It is the bamboo pattern right here. Isn't that great? Nice way to use up some maybe scrap fabric with some strips there. They're 2.5 inch strips, and then some focal fabrics. So great pattern. And I decided to make mine into a table runner so that I could use my serger, and so that I didn't have one more quilt that I had to quilt and bind, because that takes more time. So I'll show you here real close. Let's see here. What I did is I actually, you'll see better on here, is I cut all my pieces out, and then I pieced it all together with a 4-thread overlock. And now it's all put together. And then because I did it, finished off my edges, seams here, then I don't have to put anything behind it because it's already finished off. So if I have to throw this in the wash because I spilt something on it, it's not going to unravel. Then around the edges on this, I just used my rolled hem foot and just rolled hem the edges to make it all nice there at the end. So, yeah, fun way to feature some fabric, focal fabrics, and then use up some 2.5 inch strips. And I used my serger. So there we go. So that is bamboo, right there. And one more way you could use your serger besides making masks or garments or tablecloths is to make a quilt. So this is Flip Flop. And it's really fun, comes together really fast. It is a little lap size quilt here. And this one, we made out of flannel. And also it's completely made in the serger. So I'm gonna use my serger from start to finish, and it's already made. So this we made out of 2 layers of flannel. You'll see it's like reversible. How fun is that? And I have a little piece to show you kind of the concept of how we did this. So here is this is the first 5 pieces. So what we did is you'll cut all of the pieces out per the pattern, and you'll start in the middle, and you'll have 2 pieces that are right sides out on either side. And then you take the next piece, that's the smallest, which would be this little piece right here, and you'll lay them to side by side. So the best way to do this is to show you here that to add my next layer, all I did was here's what I've done so far, and I'm going to take the next pieces, I'm going to take them right side down and right side down the other side right here, serge it together, flip it up, and now I have the next piece on. And then I'll do the next piece by coming across here, and I'll go across there, and every time I'll just have the 2 pieces around the piece that I want to connect, and I'll keep doing that all the way around my pattern. So then I can have, this one has a lot bigger pieces than my little sample, but then it'll all come together and make a fun little quilt top. And this one, rather than a rolled hem, we featured, you can see right there? Isn't this a beautiful stitch? This is the wave stitch with the baby lock serger. Some of the sergers are able to do this, like the Triumph and Ovation and a few of the other machines. This is a really cool stitch. And we used woolly nylon. The woolly nylon helps kind of enclose the edges, makes them really soft, just like the flannel. And hey, then the binding is done and it looks really cool. So there is Flip Flop. So there we go. I wanted to show you guys just a couple different ways that you could use your serger to make a fun project. So there's 2, a little lap quilt and a table runner. Can't wait to see what you make with your serger. Bye!
Hello everybody. So what I want to talk to you about is paper piecing. When you sometimes think maybe you want to change out of doing piecing, just stitch, stitch, stitch. Paper piecing is a fun, exciting, different technique to try. And if you've never tried it, we have an awesome book for you to invest in. It has all your little step-by-step instructions if you want to give it a try. It tells you how to step-by-step go through the process. It also has some lovely little patterns to kind of ease yourself into doing this process. It also comes with a lovely little CD or DVD, whatever the proper terminology is. Anyway, that's what it has. So that's a great little investment for you to kind of start the process of doing paper piecing. We also have lovely other patterns for you. This is one of the pieces that I've done. It's called Mount Hood. So there's this pattern. Maybe you'd like to give that a try. Or we also have, let me see if I can make this work. Ha-ha! Kaylee did the lion over there, which is also a wonderful project. We have that pattern as well. Somewhere we do. We do. Trust me, we do.
Right in the front.
Oh, aha. We do. So that's a fun one that
And that one's called Jungle Abstractions, right?
It is Jungle Abstractions. We also have, keeping with the theme of the jungle, we have Elephant Abstractions, and we have Giraffe Abstractions. We have a wolf. Fantastic. Or we have a peacock. Or if you want to kind of come back down to the farm, cow abstractions. And for the cow, you know, sometimes people stress over fabric, the right fabric. So we have a lovely kit for the cow. It's got a lovely...
Close. So this is all using the Manchester fabrics. And you worked with some of the Manchester fabrics, right, Carmen, on your quilt?
I did.
And that kit includes, the pattern is included in that kit as well.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see, but they just have a nice, they give an added dimension and texture to your fabric or to your design and your finished pattern. And even these that have the metallic finish to them are Manchesters as well. So, and they are fun to work with. I would recommend considering a seam roller. It's one of my favorite notions that I keep handy by my sewing machine for doing all kinds of projects. It's got it's raised in the middle, so when you stitch and cut your fabric and your paper, you want to press this and then cut it and trim it down using these handy dandy at-a-quarter rulers. They have a raised edge on here, so when you're stitching out your fabric and your paper, you trim it at 1/4 inch. So you put this on your fabric and your paper and trim it before you go on to your next piece. So this makes sure that you've got that exact 1/4 inch to trim it out at. And sometimes, as you can see, sometimes you're going to have a long seam to trim, so it's nice to have this extra long one. Sometimes, as you can see, you've got a smaller area to work with, so it's nice to have the smaller one. So I would recommend that you invest in both of these so that you've got exact tools to work with. It's always nice to have the proper tools when you're doing any kind of project. So I would highly recommend that you consider doing some paper piecing just as a change of pace. I know that you'll enjoy it. And so now I'm going to hand it back over to Therese. Thanks, Therese.
Thanks, Carmen. Okay, so let's talk about masks. So we have been talking a little bit about having pre-made masks available, and they are here. So we have these pre-made masks. They are tied masks, so they have 4 ties that come on them. They are the pleated mask type, and it is one size of mask. So I wanted to show that on, and I want to take it off so that you can understand and hear me a little bit better. So it is a one size fits all type of a mask, and one of the features that I love about this design is that it also includes a pocket in the top that you can add in a filter. So one of the filter options that we have is that you can cut a piece of polymesh stabilizer. So this is like a woven polyester stabilizer interfacing that you can use for embroidery and sewing, but you can cut a square of this and be able to put that in to the mask as a filter. Now there is lots of layers in here, so if you didn't want to do a filter, you don't need to, but that is an option, or there's lots of other filter options out there too. And so we have the masks available now that we have either the solid blue colorway or we have the assorted package. Now you can buy just one mask, you can buy 10, you can buy 100, you can buy 1,000 if you want to. We have tiered pricing set up for all of these masks on our website, and one of the great features about this is they come sealed in packaging. So these are coming to you sealed in this plastic packaging. So they're coming to us that way. So we have these are the colors in the assorted. So if you purchase the assorted, you're going to get assorted colors. So we'll choose, choose the assorted colors there. So we've got like this light grayish blue, we've got the green, we've got the pink, we've got yellow, purple, and then like a tan color in there. So we have lots of different options available to help support you or your church or your business or your local group or your book club. Lots of ways that you can help to protect those around you and protect yourself. So like I said, we do have tiered pricing available. The tiered pricing, these are really reasonably priced masks anyways, but tiered pricing starts at just 20 masks. So you don't have to buy 200 before you get a break on the pricing. We are still doing free shipping on these masks or curbside pickup. So we have the assorted masks available now that you could do curbside pickup today. They start at $6 a mask, and then the pricing goes down from there. So you can just check. We have these item cards on our website, so you can look for the mask and see that whole pricing, and the special pricing automatically applies in your cart. The poly mesh stabilizer, we also have this in several different sizes of rolls and several different colors. So we have white, black, and beige, and then it comes in several different colors. So we have this in stock now that you can get this poly mesh stabilizer to make a filter, use that for a filter. We also have another opportunity. I know some people that are making a lot of masks and like the elastic and want to have the elastic. We do have lots of elastic available right now, so you can order it by the yard on our website, or we have a new option that you can buy a whole roll. So this is a enclosed roll of 144 yards of 1/4 inch elastic. I'll zoom in on that so you can see what that elastic looks like. This is a braided elastic, and I have a special price break for you on this roll. So you do save money by buying the roll of it. So we have a few of these. We have some of these available on our website as well. So lots of options for you to be able to participate and help protect those around you. If you have inquiries about larger quantities of masks or other needs, you can always send us an email at orders@inspiredtosew.com, and we're happy to help you in any way we can. One last thing that I want to show you today is we also have available for pre-order on our website the new All Iowa Shop Hop fabric. So this is brand new fabric. This is a beautiful toile type of a fabric. So this would be a great background or a border. This is just a really pretty fabric with the black, and it's got a little bit of the beige in there. So just very classic colors, and then it is a white background with this. So there's 3 main prints in the All Iowa Shop Hop collection, and then there's several accompaniments available as well. So we have all of these fabrics available on our website. You can pre-order them, and if you have a gold discount, you can use your gold discount on these fabrics. This is the quilt block fabric in black. So this is a black background with the tan and the white and the cream, and it's got the different quilt blocks and all of the different counties, oh, well, it's kind of upside down, but then half of them aren't upside down, I guess. So it has all of the counties listed on there, so you can find your favorite counties on there and your favorite quilt blocks. And then we also have the white background with the colored words for the counties. So this is a fun way to kind of incorporate a little pop of color in there. Again, this is a white background with the black and the tan for the quilt blocks, and then the bright colored words for the counties. So we do have all of these fabrics available now. Those 3 fabrics I just showed you right now are available for pre-order. So if you order them on our website, we will cut them and set them aside for you, and they have a June 1st pickup. So you can start picking those up on June 1st. or we will ship it to you. All the other fabrics, the coordinates for the All Iowa Shop Hop fabric are available for pickup or delivery right now, or we can hold it all together for you. We do have the magazine still available, as well as several fun add-on items that were designed exclusively for the Shop Hop, including some fun zippered totes, a fun shopping bag, some extra little quilt blocks, so some great things to participate in the All Iowa Shop Hop that again runs June 1st through the end of July. So I hope that you got some great inspiration today from our team at Inspired to Sew this week. And we will be back again on Thursday at 9 a.m. Again, remember, send us an email. You can give us a phone call, but the fastest way to get a hold of us is by email at orders@inspiredtosew.com. And we are still taking machines in for service, so if you have questions about scheduling a drop-off or pickup, let us help you there as well. Thanks again for joining me today. Make sure that you share this video onto your Facebook page and with your other groups so that everybody else can learn and be inspired to sew. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.